I also wanted to like ask you about Syria, which I think that sort of goes into is because you wrote, I mean, you did this amazing piece at The Guardian talking about what was the campaign was like 1 million or 100,000 names.
Yes.
And you had drawn like all these people who have died in Syria, and I mean, I love that you addressed this. You addressed like the fact that people, you know, there was a segment of the anti-war left still till now that is like very dismissive of the Syrian uprising, that and you know, in some cases like excuses Assad for the horrific crimes he's committing, and you got like attacked for pointing this out, and I'm just curious like how that's been coming from people on the left who typically, I guess, would support your work.
It's been interesting. I have to admit, I was somewhat hurt by some of the accusations that I got of being an imperialist warmonger. But I think it's a true thing, and it needs to be addressed.
Right, but instead, like, everybody is painted in with this brush of like, oh, it's like they're all Al Qaeda, which is so weird, right? To hear from the left, to hear from people from the left be like they're all Al Qaeda, so like, you know, let's dismiss them. It's very right wing rhetoric that surprises me as well.
It really does. But Assad was a collaborator with Bush in the war on terror. Assad actually tortured people for Bush, and now he's using this very Bush language where he's saying, I am fighting a war on terror, and the left is buying it.
Yeah, no, that's one thing that's amazing is the left. I think that's another thing is we tend to look at these leaders like Assad as, because America didn't like them very strongly at certain points, we see them as these anti-imperialists that they're not. And somehow that's like supposed to excuse everything. And like you said, he wasn't an anti-imperialist, never really has been. And even if he were, it doesn't excuse what he's doing right now.